All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Australian Open. It's day 2. It's the night session, and we've got Swiatek and Djokovic back-to-back. We've also got a bunch of matches going on at the moment. We've got Andreeva's playing tonight, along with somebody else. Oh, Casper Ruud's playing tonight. Yeah. So we've got a lot of names playing. We've still got players on at the moment. Badosa's winning at the moment. She's up a set and a break. Wawrinka won. Let's go, Stan. Let's go. So he won earlier. And, yeah. That's about it, I think. I think that's about it. 1 out of 4 on trivia, right? That's all right. You have time. You did say it was Don Bradman, which is it's a cricket. That's a cricket player. What are you talking about? Of course, you got it wrong. Hey, what's going on, Torino? Welcome back. All right, but Swiatek's taking on Yuan. Now they played at the end of last year, and it was a straight sets win for Swiatek. But Swiatek's coming off 2 losses for the first time going into a slam for a while. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see if she can get through this match and at least, like, you know, start the tournament with a win. A big win. A quick win. Nice to be home? Nice. Good work. It is nice to be home. But yeah, Swiatek, very heavy favorite in this one. Should win this one. Definitely should win this one. But she's coming off losses. Jared looked kind of underconfident against Stan today. Yeah, Stan won. Who cares? Let's not like take that away from him. It's his last Australian Open. He won. When's Djokovic playing? Djokovic's playing after this. So whenever this match ends, Djokovic will appear. I want to see Swiatek versus Parks. I do too. I think that'd be tough for Swiatek. Parks is that type of player that Swiatek doesn't like to play. Cilic legend. Yeah, Cilic dominated too. Swiatek ain't losing this. That was a United Cup. This is now. Fair enough. Stan was too strong in the end. Yeah. Stan the man. He is the man. He is the man. Lynette's win over Navarro was good too, yeah. That was a good win. FAA retiring was probably the worst part of the day so far. That was the most disappointing thing of the day. But yeah. So good for Stan. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Have these two played before? Yeah, they played last year, at the end of last year, and Swiatek got a straight sets win. So it was pretty straightforward. Last time they played. So the results so far today. So FAA, biggest result, as he unfortunately had to retire due to a leg injury. Had Medvedev beat Navone. Sorry, Borges. He lost to Borges. Medvedev beat Navone. Ellis beat Tabilo. Shevchenko took out Ema. Medvedev won against De Jong. Marijan upset Rinderknecht. Zhang beat RBA. Tommy Paul took out Kovacevic. Opelka beat Budkov Kea. Yeah, Rublev take out Rinaldi. Thompson took out Cerundolo. Dimonor beat McDonald. Tien came back from 2 sets to 1 down and beat Giron. Fokina beat Misalic. Taranti took out Vukic. Wawrinka took out Jera. And Cilic took out Altmaier. On the women's side, it was Sanders, Bondaire, Marchenko, Kessler, Frere, Lynette, Stearns, Lee, Goff, Hon, a name I can't pronounce, Pagula, Towson, Mukova, Parks, Anisimova, Jovic, and also Umboko destroyed Emerson Jones, which I was afraid of. But yeah, no big upsets on the women's side. Like top seeds. I mean, Kenin and Navarro losing was maybe an upset, but we haven't had any big upsets yet on the women's side. It doesn't feel like it. Maybe Kostyuk and Alexandrova, but that's about it. I think Giron would assert himself as big brother, but he still fell short. Well, he almost did. He almost got him. Almost. Which name can't you pronounce? The Polish name. The Polish qualifier. Who beat Jones. I'm going to give it one shot. Ready? One shot. Klimovicova. Give me a score out of 10 Polish people. How did I go? First try. Also, Shapo's on at the moment. Good enough. I'll take it. Rolls off the tongue, yeah. Tomanovic about to send it to a third. Nice. Nice one. So we got Fernley and Myshak. They're into a fourth. Nakashima is down 2-1 against Van der Zandschulp. Munar is in a battle against Svierchina. I butchered that too. Atman is 1-all against Maestrelli. That's a great last name. I love that. That's a great name. Shapo's up 2-love against Boo. Hitchcarter's up 2 sets and a set and a break against Manarino. Lehechka's playing, just started. So is Vasharo. And Tomatovic is going to a third. Badosa is up 2 sets and a set and a break. Buzkova won the first against Zarazua. So it's all happening. It is all going on. Everything is happening. Everything is going on. The Maestro, yeah, that's, straight away, right? What a name. Watching online as both channels are showing the same match. Nice. All right, we're just waiting for the... I think they're doing some like song and dance beforehand, so we're just waiting for that to happen. Waiting for that to finish. So we can get the Swiatek show on the road. Krajikovic Schneider's about to start as well. Nice. Reading any books at the moment? I'm getting through the Ozzy Osbourne, the first Ozzy Osbourne, his first biography. And I'm also I'm trying to get through string theory as well. Munar going to get upset, you reckon? Okay. No major upsets on the women's side today. Yeah, I mean, if you count Alexandrova as an upset, but there hasn't been any upsets yet on the women's side. Really. I mean, Kostruk losing was a shock. Navarro's not been great for 12 months. Alexandrova hasn't been great lately. Kostruk's been the biggest upset. But that's no top 10 players have lost yet. On the men's side, FAA is the big one. And then Kaboli as the seed. So even on the men's side, no one's really losing. Everybody's doing just fine. Everyone's doing fine. For now. It's only day 2. It's only day 2. Things are going to get worse. Or better. Drover and Kostruk were yesterday. Exactly. I mean, nothing's happened today. FAA withdrawing is the biggest story of the day. Scary times. Hey, I saw. What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How are you? Chapeau breaks. Let's go. The tennis book? Yeah, string theory of the tennis book. Yeah. I started reading that in the holidays. So yeah. Just finished first day back at work. Hey, DJ. Fun times. Fun times. I think a lot of people went back to work today. Pardon me. All right. So we're still just waiting for the players to come out on court. All right. I'll tell you, though, they do fluff around a lot before the matches. They're like, all right, night session starts at 7 o'clock, but we're going to do a song and dance for 20 minutes, and then we're going to start at 20 past 7. Why not just start at 7:30? Chad, if there's anything that that annoys me is punctuality. People not being punctual. The Australian Open are lacking. Wimbledon start on fucking time. Australian Open is out here doing dances and shit. Are they dancing? I can't even tell. Not watching. Can't find it. Hasn't even begun. Stan is in a tough bracket with Fritz Musetti and Tsitsipas. He is, yeah. Yeah, Andreeva and Vekic have started. Or they're starting. Schneider and Krejcikovic have started. So that's fun. Badosa serving the match. Yeah. So it's all happening. It's all happening. It is all happening. Looks like Yuan's going to serve. Here we go. Let's get this night session on the road. Let's see if Swiatek is okay, because Swiatek is coming off 2 losses in a row. She did beat Yuan pretty easily last year, so maybe everything's okay, but still. Andreeva and Vekic just hit the court. All right, keep us updated with that one. Stan was playing at a high-quality tennis today. Yeah. Love that from him. Love that for him. We love Stan. I want to watch him. Can we watch him? Wawrinka is going to play against... Oh, maybe play Lehechka. Fritz Wawrinka third round could be a thing. What else is going on? But we're starting to get second round matches too, so we can start looking forward now to Wednesday. So Wednesday we've got Sabalenka, we've got Potapova and Raducanu, we've got Mboko McNally, we've got Parks Mukova, Gauff Danilovic, Andreeva Sakari could be a second round in a couple of days as well. So there's a few matches there. Bottom half of the draw, you got Kessler Pegula second round. That feels tough. Stearns Marchenko. On the men's side on Wednesday, we're going to have Alcaraz Hanfman. We're going to have Bublik Fucsovic. Medvedev versus Demon. Popper and Muller playing tonight. Winner plays Zverev. Medvedev Alice. Why do I feel like that's 5 sets for no reason? Yeah, so there's a couple of matches. It's been 3-0 for Polish women today. All right. Badosa wins. There you go. There you go. By the way, Chad, I went outside, took my dog around the block, and it's actually very nice weather outside. It's not hot. The sun's gone behind the clouds. It's overcast, but it is a very it's a very. It's not a cold. It's not cold, but it's definitely not stinking hot, which is nice. So it's actually a very nice weather for tennis. Very nice weather to go out and watch tennis as well. This is a very nice day. All right, here we go. Yuan versus Swiatek. Can Iga get her form back? Can she sort this out? Should be a routine one for Badosa. Diaz has been relegated to the ITF circuit. Okay, well she got through, but it wasn't easy. But she did get through. Okay, here we go. Yuan's going to serve in this match today. Polish fans in the house. They've got the scarves. They've got the hats. They're ready to go. All right. Here we go. It's going to be Swiatek down the far end. Yuan. Sorry, Swiatek to serve, is it? No. Yes. Swiatek's going to serve. Swiatek to serve. Wim flies out with a handlebar mustache. All right, Swiatek to serve. Here we go. Who's you guys winning chat? I'm going to go Swiatek in. I'm going to go straights, but I think it won't be. I don't think it'll be easy. I don't think it'll be easy. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Swiatek serves again. Into the forehand of Yuan. Great return. Swiatek gets it back. It goes long. Love 15. Love 15. All right, love 15. First point goes to Yuan. As we get a backhand from Swiatek into the backhand of Yuan. Yuan hits it out, 15-all. 15-all. All right, 15-all. Cam Kirsic, Swiatek in a double breadstick. All right, Swiatek with a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Yuan. Forehand from Swiatek again. The forehand of Yuan is Swiatek on the stretch. Hits it out. Yuan's hitting the ball pretty aggressive to start. 15-30. Yuan is starting off strong. 15-30. Swiatek with a fault, second serve. Second serve. Bekic Andreeva, first round is madness. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that score as well. As with a serve, double fault Swiatek, and it's 15-40. Swiatek in trouble already. $15.40. Sakari Andreeva's second round should be good. Yeah, I hope so. $15.40. Serving to the backhand of Yuan. Return is into the forehand of Swiatek. Yuan backhand. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. Yuan with the backhand slice. Swiatek. Forehand cross court. Yuan gets it. Swiatek forehand again. Yuan goes again to the forehand of Swiatek, who hits it out. What? Break for Yuan. Swiatek. Horrible stuff. 1-0, but maybe slow start. Slept 2 hours and I'm ready for more. You are a savage. You're a savage. And I respect that. All right. All right. Swiatek down a break already. Okay. All right, here we go. Yuan to serve. She's got the break. There's a bit of slice in the net by Yuan. Good return, Swiatek. I went to sleep when you were watching the Medi match and wake up and you're still here. You're the savage. Well, I did have a 2-hour break between, or an hour and a half break. As with a serve to the forehand of Swiatek, return goes to the forehand of Yuan. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Yuan. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Yuan goes down the line. Swiatek with the backhand. Yuan forehand again. That's a winner. 15-all. Beautiful forehand winner. Yuan career earnings are showing us $6,000. That is totally not true. She's made more than that. That's crazy. There's no way she's only made $6,000. She has been around longer than that. There's no shot. That's a typo. It's got to be a typo. Yeah, she's made prize money $2.6 million US. That's got to be a typo. 30-15. 0. No current active WTA player. Serena was the most recent one, I think. For something, okay. 30-15. Yuan with an ace. 40-15. 40-15. All right. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Will this be like Iga Swiatek last year? I mean, this could be bigger than that. This could be probably a worse upset for Swiatek than that. As we're back into the net by Yuan, it's 40-30. Also, we're way too early to say that it's going to be an upset. 40-30. See more than my wife during Grand Slams, bro. Trust me, I see more of you guys than I see of anybody else. Speaking of wife, where is my wife? Where did she go? Has she come back yet? I haven't been paying attention. That goes wide. 2 love. She said she was coming back. She found some milk, but I haven't seen her, so maybe she must be lurking around somewhere. All right. 2 love. Yuan. 7 minutes in. It's all in the script. Swiatek wants to practice. Okay. Could she give us up 4-1? All right. 2 love Yuan. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Yuan. And that goes out in the return. 15 love. 15 love. All right, serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Yuan. Back end of Swiatek. The back end of Yuan. Again, the forehand of Swiatek. Yuan. Oh, she let it go and it went in. All right, 30 love. Who are the top 5 WTA picks you had for AO? Yeah, that's a big question. I don't think chat can answer all those. It's a long question. You got to keep the question shorter. Who is the 1 player? Don't ask them for 5. Chat won't respond to the 5. It's too many. Maybe 2 players. All right, return from Yuan. That goes out, and it's 40 love. 40 love. I couldn't even answer top 5 WTA picks. There's like 100 picks. WTA is so madness. You could pick 20 players. 40-15. Uh, 40-15 as we default second serve. Chapeau 1. Nice. Yeah, no casualties yet. Mirra breaks. All right. 40-30. Good return from Yuan again. 40-30. Nice return on the back end. Mirra's 3-1 up already. Now, I was considering watching that one, and I thought, you know what? It might just be one of those matches where Mirra just makes everyone look silly. And so far, that seems to be happening. Mirra dominating that match. As Yuan gets a deuce. And this match is turning out to be very strange. Deuce. Okay. As the return goes to Swiatek, and Swiatek in the net. This is Yuan for the double break here. Advantage Swiatek. Sorry, advantage Yuan. Swiatek to serve. It's 2:30 in the morning. Nakashima lost. Advantage Yuan. Backing out from Swiatek to the back of the Yuan. Swiatek forehand cross court. Yuan gets it. Swiatek cross court again is a winner. Nice shot from Swiatek. Deuce. I have to show you that shot, why it was so good. So Swiatek down this end. Can you see it? Is everybody? Are we good? Yep. So this is what Swiatek was doing, right? She was here, and she was running. She was running side to side. Yuan was here. And Swiatek went, I'm using two different colors for the person who asked. Swiatek went cross-court. Yuan went back forehand to forehand. Swiatek went out wide to hit the forehand again. As Yuan was running back, because Yuan hit it from about here, Yuan started running this way. Swiatek went back behind her. So while Swiatek, again, just smart. And Swiatek was on the stretch too. It was a great shot from Swiatek because not only was it back behind Yuan, who was going this way thinking that it was going to be down the line, Swiatek was also on the run. So it made it even harder for... It was an even tougher shot for Swiatek as she holds in 2-1. And also, it was on a very important point to survive. Using two colors takes too long. All right. That took way longer than it should have. No more. We're only doing one color from now on. It was too hard. Takes too long. All right. And it was a great angle by Swiatek too. All right. 2-1. All right. Vekic breaks back. 3-2. I got. It's all happening. I knew Swiatek would win a tough third game. She was up 40-15 in the game, so it's kind of good that she did win that. Yeah, Swiatek already got broken. Best part of the dry eraser is written backwards. Is it? No, I don't know about that. Magic. All right, 2-1. Back to Yuan, who has the break early in this match. Krejcikov is in God mode. Big for Barbara. Big for Barbara. All right, 15 love. Serve again. As the return goes back in the Yuan. What a shot from Yuan. She just smacks it down the line for a winner. It's 30 love. Beautiful backhand winner down the line from Yuan. Whew. How's the crowd at the Big Four Barbers match? Asking for a friend. Somebody find out for Greg's. 30 love. Greg's wants to know. Somebody answer Greg's. He asked a question. All right. Second serve. As we get a return now from Swiatek. That goes out by a mile. 40 love. 40 love. So I told you I had a bad feeling. I didn't like it. 40 love. Yuan really studied Swiatek while Swiatek didn't want to see her draw. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Swiatek didn't know who she was playing in the first round. That's why she's rocked up to this match with absolutely no idea and no plan. You're totally true. I'm sure Swiatek just completely ignored the draw and said, I'll just find out who I'm playing when I walk outside. As a return there by Swiatek, 40-15. I'm sure that's exactly what Swiatek did. Swiatek is washed. Oh my God. It's already starting. We've already started this. Come on, we just had 3 hours of Eala match and people talking shit. Can we not talk shit to Swiatek just yet? By the way, I do know what you're talking about. She did say in the press conference, I don't like to know the draw, but I think she meant she doesn't want to know who she's going to play later. She wants to know who she's going to play now, right? But I know what you're referring to. She said she didn't want to be told who, like, because the guy that asked that dumbass question was like, so you're playing against Raducanu and you're playing Osaka, and she's like, what? She's like, thanks for that. That's what she was pissed off about. But there's no way in hell that she's not looking at her first round opponent and going, I should probably know who that is. Like the first round, she doesn't want to know like 3 rounds in advance, right? 40-30. But like saying that she didn't want to see the draw, implying that she's not ready for this match because of that comment. Come on. That's crazy. I've just woken up to find FA retired. Yep, welcome to hell. As Yuan serves a fault. You've woken up in a nightmare. Watch out for Freddy Krueger. He's just behind you. 40-30. Serve goes in the back of Swiatek. She hits it wide. 3-1. Lerner Tien is 5-set beast. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He is a beast. Then another interview did that again, talking about Kalinskaya and Bencic. So dumb. Yeah, I don't want to know the draw. Okay, let me tell you everybody in your draw. It's like, shut the hell up. By the way, there's a bunch of ladies wearing like tennis ball swimming caps. 3-1. As we return now from Yuan, Swiatek goes down the line for a winner. 15 love. What on earth are those hats? I think they're just tennis ball, a bit inflate, like those big tennis balls that have been cut out. They look like a bunch of synchronized swimmers. Good on them. Good for them. Having a day at the tennis, we're all going to wear our tennis ball hats. As we go backhand rally. And that goes out by Yuan on the backhand. 30 love. Swiatek needs to balance the aggression. She's overhitting a ton. I agree. Do you think Vachereau is a real deal? What's that mean? 30 love. Serving to the backhand of Yuan. Backhand out from Swiatek in the nets. 30-15. I think Vachereau is a good top 100 player. Top 50, maybe top 50, but I don't think his ranking is... He's not... Like, seeded at a slam is because of Shanghai. Yeah, he's definitely a top 100 player. But I don't think he's probably... His ranking's probably a little bit high for now. Like, he's probably not... I mean, considering who was unseeded, I don't think he is a top seed at this stage. But Hey, he won Shanghai. He deserves it. By the way, Musetti's number 3 in the world in the live rankings. Hello. Like there's players behind him like Fonseca who should be seated. I'm just kidding. But he is seated. Like, like Dimitrov's behind him, Popperin, Korda, I know Korda lost, Hurkacz, Berrettini, right? All guys that we've seen up the top of the game at times. But it's a wait and see. I think it's unproven. Like, for me to say, yeah, Vachereau isn't a top 30 player. He should be, 50. It's too early to say. It's too early to say if Swiatek holds. Because he could go on and win Monte Carlo, right? And then we go, well, he won 2 1,000. So he definitely a top 30 player. But at this stage, since that match, since winning Shanghai, which he hasn't been able to play that much. There's only been like 3 tournaments since, right? He hasn't really, like he pushed Fritz in one match, which I thought was really impressive. I think it was in Paris. But Shanghai has definitely helped his ranking. I don't know if he's going to be top 30 by the time we get to by the time we get to the end of the year, he's probably going to be 30 to 50. Not top 30. I don't think he'll be like 20. But again, I don't know because he hasn't played that much in the limelight. He's been, maybe he is. Maybe he is top 20, but we'll wait and see. Yeah, I think he made the quarters of, did he beat Fritz? Basel. He pushed Fritz in Basel and then he made the quarters of Paris. Yeah, so he had a good run. So, but it's just that, we'll see what happens. But I don't know enough to think that haven't seen enough to think that he's going to be. I mean, he's 27, So if he was 20, you'd be like, oh well, he's got, his future is bright. But 27, how, like, why is he I know he went to college, but like, why is he finally doing these things now? Why? What changed? What happened? But I think, look, top 50. For sure. By the end of the year, if he's still in the top 50, that is a win. And again, he might prove me wrong. He might make the quarterfinals of the Australian Open. I'll be like, all right, I'm so sorry. I doubted you. As that goes out by Swiatek, 15 love. By the way, chat, what's my team looking like? Anybody been keeping up to date with the team? All right, 15 love. As Yuan with a forehand. Goes long, 15-all. Krejcikovic took the first. I did say Schneider was going to lose today, right? I'm pretty sure. I think I did. Did I? I can't remember. All right, first serve's a fault by Yuan. Second serve. As Yuan hits the back end of the net. Nice return, Swiatek, 15-30. Big 4 Barber in the house. Don't put scores in the chat, please. I think Yuan might take a set, but I doubt that Swiatek will lose to this caliber player. I agree. I think Swiatek is. I thought Swiatek would have a tough match, and so far that she's had a tough match. All right, back in Yuan into the front of Swiatek, but Swiatek hits it long. 30-all. Never learn. All right, 30-all. Serve from Yuan. Serve to the back end of Swiatek. Back in our Yuan. Into the net. 30-40. Now, Debs isn't here. She's not doing the late stuff. All right, 30-40. Oh, man. 30-40. Vasher took the first. Nice. 340. Happy your home slam. You can work in your own time zones. Yeah, I like watching tennis during the nighttime though, and then during the daytime I can sleep. 4-4 rally. Yuan hits it out, and Swiatek's back on serve. 3-all. Swiatek overhitting a ton thus far. She was getting outplayed for a while. Now she's back. Did Jovic win? By the way, did she win? She won, right? Did Jovic win? Oh, good. She won in straight sets. Thank God. And Mboko won. Let's go. So I've got Medvedev, Sabalenka, Mboko, Jovic, Mickelson tomorrow, Hurkacz tomorrow, Bencic, Sinner tomorrow. Ferry on the bench. He won. I just need Mickelson to win. 15 love. How was the other match? A slog? That was good. I mean, the first set was misleading. It looked like she won easily, but there were a couple of games there, especially like the first and the last game of that set, were very close. So, and there's a game in the middle that went to deuce as well. So it could have been a lot closer that first set. And then Parks knew that, and in the second she started to hit those shots, and she flew back. I mean, she was so scary in that second and third set. That serve worked well, and yeah, it was crazy. All right, 15-all. Swiatek serves again. Could you give her breaks in the second? Oh, geez. Oh, Swiatek's backhand goes wide. 15-30. Serve again. It's an ace. 30-all. Is an upset if Big Four Barbara wins? No. That's not an upset. All right, 30-all. Swiatek serves a fault second serve. As we get a double fault, Swiatek, 30-40. 30-40. Breakpoint Yuan. Yeah, I'm the same, Morven. I didn't go near Big Four Barbara either because I was scared that she was injured, but clearly not. All right, first serve of the fault. Second serve. To the backhand of Yuan. Backhand of Swiatek to the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek hits it wide. What is going on? Swiatek gets broken again. Yuan's up a break 4-3 in the first. What in the hell is going on? Hey, Christine, got a red ball. Thanks for sticking around as long as you have. All right. I thought the start was like Sabalenka's start yesterday, but I guess not. Yeah, this is a weird match from Swiatek. Okay. Here we go. 4-3 Yuan. Why is Swiatek serving like it's her last serve of her life? I have no idea. All right, 4-3 Yuan with the break. As with a forehand from Yuan, that goes wide. It's love 15. Been a sloppy match, but I think that's been the word of the week. Sloppy. Just sloppy matches. Just complete slop. All right. Love 15. Returning the net 15-0. $15-all. $30-15. Good serve from Yuan. Right, serve again. As Yuan hits an easy winner cross court. Swiatek couldn't get it. 40-15. $40-15. Swiatek is in a fight. As Yuan serves a fault. Second serve. As a return from Swiatek goes wide. It's 5-3. 5-3. Swiatek and Yuan played last year, and it was an easy win for Swiatek. Okay. As with a backhand from Swiatek to the backhand of Yuan, Swiatek wins the point, 15-love. Swiatek serving to stay in the set. $15-love. Serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Yuan. Good return. Swiatek backhand goes into the front of Yuan. Again to the front of Swiatek. Now Yuan can't get that one. Swiatek too strong. 30-love. 30-love. There's a bit of serve again from Swiatek. There's a fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Yuan. Return is out. 40 love. Yuan went for it. $40 love. And Swiatek with a good serve, and it's 5-4. Yuan will serve at the set. Why does it look like it's going to rain? Oh, it might actually rain. Maybe, or maybe not. All right, 5-4 Yuan to serve for the set. Yuan loving this pace Swiatek's giving her. Yeah, Swiatek's hitting errors, so that helps. All right, Yuan serving for the first set here. As we just serve down the tee of the back, and Swiatek return goes to forehand Yuan. And Swiatek backhand slice. Yuan forehand cross court is long. Love 15. All right, love 15. Love 15. As we will return now from Swiatek in the forehand of Yuan. Point now from Swiatek at the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek backhand again. Yuan gets it back with a backhand. Swiatek forehand cross court. Yuan gets it. Swiatek again to the forehand of Yuan as Swiatek hits a backhand down the middle. Yuan forehand again. Swiatek goes back down the middle again. Yuan goes cross court. Swiatek on the stretch gets it with the backhand and hits it long. And it's 15-0, and the crowd are going for Yuan a little bit. There's a big cheer. Okay. As the return goes in from Swiatek. Great return winner. 15-30. Huge return winner from Swiatek. As with a fault. Second serve. As return Swiatek, the backhand of Yuan. Backhand of Swiatek down the line. Yuan in the net. 15-40. Swiatek to get back. To get back on serve. All right. As a return, goes in the forehand of Yuan. Swiatek goes down the line to the backhand of Yuan. Backhand of Swiatek again to the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek with a forehand cross court. Yuan's got it cross forehand again. They go forehand to forehand. As Yuan again to the forehand. Swiatek. Now Yuan goes down the line. Swiatek's there with the backhand cross court. And it's in! Swiatek breaks. Yuan left it. And it landed on the line. 5-5. 5-all. Swiatek's back just like that. It dropped in, yeah. Yuan left it thinking it was going. And it hit the side. It must have been so close. It was the backhand. And it just hit the corner. Just hit the line. All right, 5-all. Swiatek hits the backhand. To the forward of Yuan. Swiatek to the backhand. Yuan in the net with a slice. And it's 15-love. Love. I thought it was out. I mean, that's everyone did for like at least a second. And then the umpire said game. As Yuan hits it out in the return. 30-love. All right, 30-love. As the return gets a forehand of Swiatek. Yuan with a backhand. Swiatek gets it back. Yuan into the forehand. Swiatek again. She shanks it. And it goes out. 30-15. 30-15. As a return, goes in the forehand. Swiatek, and she hits it into the corner. 40-15. Great shot. 40-15. To go 6-5 up here, Swiatek. Now she serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Yuan, but Yuan hit wide, and Swiatek leads 6-5. Vekic breaks 5-4. Shit. All right, Swiatek leads. Six, 5. All right. All right, 6-5. Commentators are talking about Swiatek being uncomfortable in a new skirt. Okay. All right, 6-5. It's a strange. I mean, I wouldn't know. Is it? I don't know. I haven't worn a skirt for years. 6-5 Swiatek. I mean, never, ever. Never. As good return. Goes in the front of Yuan and then backhand in there by Swiatek. 15-love. $15-love. As we default second serve. As we get a return, Swiatek at the back end of Yuan. Back into Swiatek. Again to the back end of Yuan. Swiatek back end again. Into the forehand of Yuan. Swiatek back end. Cross court goes wide. 30 love. All right, 30 love. Serve again. Yuan trying to get to the tiebreak. Swiatek hits a return long, and it's 40 love. All right. Looks like we're going to get a shootout to start this. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve in the back. Swiatek back in now from Yuan. Swiatek back in. Yuan puts up a lob. Swiatek with the smash. She puts it away. 40-15. Still a chance for Yuan to take us to a tiebreak. As the return goes to front of Yuan. Swiatek backhand, cross court. Yuan gets it, but overhits it. It's 40-30. As a return, goes in the forehand of Yuan, and Yuan puts it away. We're going to a tiebreak. First set, tiebreak. Swiatek will serve first. All right. Who's winning the tiebreak, chat? Swiatek serves. As we get a return now to the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand now from Yuan. Swiatek goes down the line for a winner. 1 love. 1-0. All right, back to Yuan. Vekic 6-4 first set. All right, 1 love. As we get a fault from Yuan, second serve. As the return goes in, out by Swiatek, 1-0. 1-1. As the return goes in from Swiatek, the forehand of Yuan. Swiatek forehand again, the forehand of Yuan. And Swiatek goes down the line. Yuan's there with the backhand. Swiatek inside out forehand. Yuan gets it back. Swiatek forehand down the line again. Yuan slice. As Swiatek's backhand goes again to the back of Yuan. Into the back of Swiatek. Yuan forehand is wide. 2-1. Swiatek with a mini break. right, Yuan went for the moon ball and just pushed it wide. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. As a return from Yuan's a winner. 2-0. Mirra is mentally weak these days. Bro, she literally won a title yesterday or 2 days ago. What do you mean mentally weak? She literally just won a trophy. What the hell are you on about? If you had said it 2 weeks ago, I would have been like, I'll hear you out. What are you talking about? She literally won a trophy. 2-0. As the return goes into the corner, Swiatek down the line to the back end of Yuan. Sliced. And out. 3-2 Swiatek. Yeah, Vekic is no slouch. The great Eala beat her twice in 2 weeks. That's why Vekic hasn't been able to do much lately, because Eala stopped her. Vekic also won a silver medal at the Olympics. And is way better than her ranking. I think 12 months ago was top 20. Anyways, 3-2 Swiatek. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. To the back of Swiatek. To the back of the Yuan. Swiatek forehand cross court is out. They change ends. 3-0. 3-3. Three all. Three. Serve again from Yuan. Three all. Serve again from Yuan. As we default. Second serve. All right. Swiatek gets a mini break with a good winner, and it's 4-3. 4-3. Hey, Blunted, thank you for the $2. 7 Aussies through, 8 with Poppy. Hopefully Poppy wins. All right. Four, 3 Swiatek. As the return goes to forehand Swiatek. And that goes out from Iga. 4-4. Four games all. Swiatek's hit 21 unforced errors already. Holy cow. Swiatek says a fault. As Yuan hits a forehand cross court, Swiatek gets it. To the forehand of Yuan again. Swiatek backhand cross court. Yuan goes down the line. Swiatek gets it with a forehand cross court. Yuan hits it again, short to the forehand of Swiatek. As Yuan backhand goes out. No, it goes in. No. What happened? The red lights didn't go on. 5-4 Swiatek. What happened? All right, 5-4. Swiatek. Yuan must have hit it long. As the return goes in, the forehand of Yuan. Forehand now from Swiatek. Yuan gets it with the backhand to the forehand of Swiatek. As Yuan hits it off the tape. Swiatek gets a winner. Set point for Swiatek. Hijikata won. Nice. That was long. Where's the... I know, right? The lights didn't show up. It wasn't just me, was it? It was long, though. The Yuan backhand must have been long. All right. 6-4 Swiatek to take the first set. An ace down the tee. Swiatek to serve for this set. 6-5. 6-5. Set point number 2. As the return goes in the back of Swiatek, and Swiatek gets a winner. There's the first set. Swiatek fights through and takes the first set. Okay. All right. Nearly an hour played in that first set too. Swiatek takes it. All right. By the way, you're right. The commentators are really talking about the skirt as if the only reason Swiatek is losing because of the skirt. Again, I've never played tennis in a skirt, so I wouldn't know. But they are very adamant that Swiatek is losing because she's wearing her outfit is the reason why she's losing. There is merit to that, I guess, but also I haven't worn a skirt before. If you don't feel comfortable in your clothes while you're playing tennis or doing any sport, you know, so there is merit to it. It just sounds funny that they're like saying that's why she's losing, or that's why she lost so many games. It's the skirt's fault. Hey, look, if you feel uncomfortable, same with if you're wearing like the wrong shoes or whatever, I get it, you know. I get that. But Yuan also played pretty well. When does Sinner play? Tomorrow night. This time tomorrow. This time tomorrow. One hour for a set is unlike Swiatek, I know, right? Most women wear a skirt when they play. Yeah, but Swiatek... it's just... Okay, whatever. Swiatek started to control her aggression a bit towards the end. Yeah, she started to get things working. That set took the same amount of time as the Wimbledon final. Damn. All right. Poppy breaks Muller. Nice. By the way, Yuan was winning that set and she lost it. So let's see what happens. That set was the same. Yeah. Must be deflating for Yuan to lose a set after all that. Yeah, she was playing much better. Vekic winning, beating Andreeva. Yeah, I know, right? Very interesting. Very interesting. I was not following the draw. These playing each other in round one. What, these two? Or are you talking about Vekic and? I'm talking about Vekic and Andreeva. Was Swiatek make the quarterfinals? Yeah, she made the semis. Because I said so. She made the semis. Where was the Swiatek who Bredsik and Bagel's opponents in the first and second? Come on, Swiatek. She'll get there. All right, Swiatek walking back out. Tell you what, Renee Stubbs loves to talk about the skirt. But yeah, I mean, I don't pay attention to what Swiatek wears normally. So does she usually wear shorts? Is that why? And then she wore a skirt, and that'd be the same as like somebody wearing, like Alcaraz wearing sleeves at this point. You know, maybe that just feels uncomfortable. Like Rafa wearing sleeves or non-sleeves or whatever. Like, it would make a difference because you feel like you don't feel comfortable in the clothes you're wearing. Does she usually wear shorts? I don't remember. I pay attention, clearly. But she's wearing the shorts now, so she should win 6-1. As a return goes to the point of Yuan. That's a good shot. Swiatek with a slice. Yuan with a volley. Swiatek forehand cross court. Yuan in the net, love 15. I hope they ask her the question after the match about the shorts. I'm sure that the first question for the interview will be, so you changed your clothes. Did that help? These are the questions we need answered. Australian commentators get like that sometimes, just yapping away. I'm an Australian commentator. What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I'm Australian, and I'm commentating. I'm commenting. What are you trying to say? Give Cam an interview job. No, thank you. That's an unforgiving job. If you ask good questions, nobody tells you. If you ask dumb questions, people yell at you. No, thank you. 15, I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll let Jim ask the questions. He's the question man. As the backhand return goes out by Swiatek. No, it goes in. Okay, Hawkeye's asleep. Backhand rally as Swiatek gets on the stretch. Yuan with the drop shot. Too good. 30-15. Got to give him credit for picking up on the Swiatek early on the problems with Swiatek's outfit. I do agree. Yeah. It does sound funny, though. Like, it is a funny thing to be like, oh, yeah, Swiatek must have been losing because she was wearing a skirt. And you're like, huh? Like, to most people, that wouldn't make sense. But, yeah, if Swiatek's not feeling comfortable with her outfit, then that does, I mean, yeah, it does affect you. It would affect some players. You know? If you don't feel, if you're wearing, like I said, wearing the wrong shoes, right? If you're wearing a hat and sometimes you don't wear a hat. Or vice versa, right? If you usually wear a hat and you don't wear a hat. Like, if Dimonov didn't wear a hat, he'd probably feel different. He'd probably play different. If Zverev didn't wear a headband, like these kind of things would disrupt their rhythm, Tennis players are weird like that. Tennis players are weird. $30. As we serve out wide the forehand Swiatek. Return goes to forehand of Yuan. Swiatek backhand. Into the forehand of Yuan. Swiatek goes down the line. Yuan with the backhand cross court. Swiatek gets back. Into the back of Yuan as Yuan hits it long. And it's for 30-40. tournament after this. So we've got Davis Cup and Abu Dhabi, and then we've got Doha and Dubai, which are the two big ones on the women's side. Rotterdam is also happening. I wrote it down somewhere. As Yuan forehand to the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Yuan to the backhand of Swiatek. As Yuan with the backhand into the Swiatek forehand. Yuan goes forehand again. Cross court the forehand of Swiatek as Yuan goes down the line. Swiatek gets to the backhand. As Yuan again to the backhand of Swiatek into the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek with the forehand again to the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek with the backhand goes to the Yuan forehand as Swiatek goes down the line. Yuan gets it back with the backhand. And then Swiatek overhits it on her backhand. And we get to deuce. Dubai and Doha, I don't think they're both mandatory. I don't think they're both mandatory. I don't think so. WTA have different rules. And mandatory is a different thing for the WTA. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. Yeah, I don't think Doha is mandatory, but Dubai is. There's a backhand return from Swiatek into the slice of Yuan. Yuan in the net. And it's advantage Swiatek. Yeah, just because they're a 1,000 event, not all 1,000s are made equal. Some are 2 weeks, some are 1 week, some are mandatory, some are non-mandatory. Some are shit, some are pretty good. You take your pick. Some have a roof, some don't. Advantage Swiatek. As Yuan serves the fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Swiatek. That's a return winner. Swiatek breaks. 1-love in the second. Okay. Swiatek with the break in the second. All right. Munar is suffering from the cam curse. Shut up. There's no such thing. All right. 1-love Swiatek with a set and a break. All right, serve. All right, Swiatek to serve. Swiatek. Just talking to the umpire. That's something. All right, Swiatek serves. Into the backhand of Yuan. Forehand, Swiatek down the middle. Yuan backhand again to the forehand of Swiatek. Yuan puts up a lob. And Swiatek comes in with a forehand. Yuan with a pass. Swiatek with a drop volley. Yuan's going to get it, but hit it in the net. Good volley from Swiatek. 15-love. Good hands. So Vachereau is up 2 sets of love. Schneider won the second against Krejcikova. Poprin's up 4-1. Munar is down 2 sets to 1 and a break. 15 love. And yeah, Maestrelli. Whatever. The Italian guy. By the way, the trainer's coming out. The Italian guy beat Atman from 2 sets to 1 down. 30 love. Trainer's coming out for Yuan, I think. $30 love. Serving to the forehand of Yuan. Forehand from Yuan into the net. 40 love. Oh, Swiatek's questioning Hawkeye. Is that what you're saying? Maybe it's a technician coming out. Mirra breaks in the second, 4-2. Let's go. Just say Maestro, yeah. Maestro versus Nole. Not Federer. I wish. Are we watching Djokovic after this? Yes. Yes, we are. 40-15. All right, serve again. Is an ace. All right. Swiatek, 2 love in the second. All right. Is the technician Ostapenko with the sledgehammer? I mean, if Ostapenko looks like an old man, like an older man with grey hair, with a backpack, then yes, that's Ostapenko with a sledgehammer. Serve to the backhand of Swiatek, backhand from Yuan. As Swiatek backhand to the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek forehand cross court. Yuan gets it back. Swiatek forehand again at the Yuan to the net. Love 15. Djokovic is starting after this match. All right. Serve again. To the back. And Swiatek return goes wide. 15-all. $15-all. As we have a forehand now from Yuan. Swiatek puts up a lob. And Yuan comes in and misses the forehand completely. 15-30. $15-30. All right, John, thank you for joining. All right, 15-30. $15-30. As we got a fault second serve. Second serve, Yuan. To the backhand of Swiatek. Yuan backhand to the forehand of Swiatek. Into the forehand of Yuan. And Yuan hits a wide. 15-40. Yuan in big trouble now. Swiatek to get the double break. 15-40. First serve is a fault, second serve. All right, 4-1 from Yuan goes out. Swiatek back in control. And she has a 3-love lead in the set. Lehechka up down 2 sets to love. Can pick Lehechka as an upset. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me of making that decision. All right, 3-love. Trainer's out for Yuan. She's pointing to her back. She is pointing to like a hip or a back. Swiatek has slowed the pace down and added more spin. Yeah, she's missing a lot less than she was in the first set. All right, Yuan. Just getting some assessment on her back. All right, they're just twisting and turning to see how her back is. Swiatek has converted more break points. She has lately, yeah. Swiatek has, yep. Thank you, DJ. All right, 3-love. We're going to medical timeout for Yuan. Potapova Raducanu is going to be a feast for the eyes. Does that mean it's going to be a good match? I agree. I think that will be a good match. We will be watching that match on Wednesday. Yuan, what has she done so far in her career? Great question. So now that she's losing, let's give her some credit for her, what she's been up to. So Yuan has dropped down the rankings. She was 12 months ago around the top 50. Now she is 130. So, dropped down the rankings. She did make a quarterfinal of a challenger event in Canberra last week before running through the qualifiers. So has played a lot of tennis this year, but you would know that if you watched the preview. She was number 36 at her peak in 2024. That was her best season so far. Her best win. I've said all this in the preview. You should already have seen this. But I'll say it again anyway. Her best win in her career was beating Zhang at Indian Wells. She also beat Kazatkina at Indian Wells that same year. Has played Gauff. Has played Swiatek. Has played Sabalenka, Pegula, Palini, Sakari. Lost all those matches, but she has played them. She beat Kostruk in Brisbane 2 years ago. So yeah. Does that answer the question? That answers the question, right? Yeah, she did play a really tough qualifier match as well in the second round, so she did play a lot of tennis in that during that warm up that lead in. Why red is Yuan injured? Yes, she's getting a medical timeout right now. Medical timeout as of right now. Uchiyama won. Nice. Raducanu is always dangerous. Yeah. We need Raducanu versus Sabalenka. We have to get that match. Friday night match we have to get. We need that match. Andreeva takes the second 6-3. Let's go. Let's go. So in other words, experience against top players. Yeah, she's been here and done that. She's not a new to this arena and this scene. Buzkova can be tricky. Yeah, so the winner of this match will take on Buzkova, right? Who won against Zarazua. And you got Kalinskaya, Osaka floating around as well in this area. Bencic, Raducanu, quarterfinal potentially. And then obviously Anisimova, Keys, Noskova, Penko, Pagula, Badosa, all potentially in the semis. Not all of them, just one of them. In other news, we've got, Lehechka's down 2 sets to love. Popyrin won the first set against Muller. Andreeva's at 1 set all. So is Schneider Krejcikova. Uchiyama just beat Sierra. And this match. Okay, 3 love. Three love. As the return goes in the back end of Swiatek. Fine now from Yuan is good. Swiatek puts up a lob. And Yuan puts it away. 15 all. 15 all. FAA gave up because of cramps. Was it because did he retire because of cramping or retired because of he I thought it was a hamstring strain. Raducanu hasn't played well against Sabalenka lately. What do you mean? Of course she has. She played, I think the last 2 times they played, it was very close. Last time they played, wasn't it 3 sets? And the time before that, it was Wimbledon. I'm sure they have. I would know. I'm the biggest Raducanu fan in the world. The last 2 times they played, actually all 3 times have been pretty close. Raducanu lost in 3 and she put Sabalenka to a tiebreak. What do you mean? You must be getting confused with Swiatek, maybe. Swiatek Raducanu hasn't been too close. 15-30. But Raducanu, for sure, has pushed Sabalenka. All right, 30-all. Oh, he was cramping. Okay. I thought it was because of a tear. Jeez, that sucks. 30-all. As we just serve again from Swiatek. As we get a return now from Yuan. Swiatek with a slice lob, but Yuan puts it away. Break back point, 30-40 to get one of the breaks back. All right, 30-40. And Swiatek serves. And the return goes into the front of Swiatek. Backhand now, Yuan goes long, and we get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. What happened to Eala? Shocked already? Out already? I'm shocked as well, mate. I don't know what to tell you. I am as surprised as you are. And as sad as you are. All right, deuce. Swiatek serves again. By the way, chat room's almost at 250 likes. Appreciate that. There's a fault from Swiatek, second serve. Djokovic coming up next. Yeah, Lehechka's in big trouble. Serving to the forehand of Yuan, Swiatek forehand to the forehand of Yuan, and Swiatek forehand again. Yuan again to the forehand of Swiatek, and Swiatek in the net. Advantage Yuan. Eala is too much hype. If she could just play without all the attention, she would be better than like Jovic. So what are you trying to say? You're trying to tell the Filipinos to not watch their favorite player? Or not watch the only player coming out of the Philippines at the moment? You're telling what do you want? How do you propose that happens? Advantage Yuan, and Swiatek gets a good body serve, and that goes out on the return, and it's deuce. She can't handle the attention that like Raducanu. That's what I'm saying. She literally made a semi-final last week. What do you mean? I think Eala's doing pretty okay, personally. Has a bit of serve into the forehand of Yuan. Backhand as Swiatek to the backhand of Yuan. And Swiatek backhand again. As Yuan again with the backhand into the backhand of Swiatek. And Swiatek in the net. Advantage Yuan to get one back. All right. Serve again from Swiatek is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Yuan. Return goes back to Swiatek. That's going out. One of the breaks back. One of the breaks back. 3-1. All right, 3-1 Swiatek. Serve again from Yuan is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Yuan, and that goes out by Yuan on the forehand. Good. It wasn't a bad serve, just a better return. Love 15. Love 15. As the return goes out by Swiatek. And it's 15-0. 1.5 hours played, by the way. Djokovic coming up right after this. Serve again. Down the tee. Good serve. Return from Swiatek goes into the net. 30-15. 30-15. Lehechka's down. It's 2-11 a break. Okay. Serve into the back of Swiatek. Forehand now from Yuan. And Swiatek with a slice. Yuan with a forehand. That's a winner. 40-15. 40-15. All right, Yuan to keep things close. And Swiatek returns in the net. 3-2. Yuan still down a break. But Swiatek giving her some life. All right, 3-2. Munar is fighting? Yeah, because he's going to win. And whoever said that I cursed Munar, you're in trouble. We will get her that Yuan. What? $100 on Gia to win? I should have done that. I've been on fire. Picking these upsets. Or at least making these observations that matches are going to be tough. And I should be... What am I doing sitting here? I should be gambling. All right. Grajikova is getting a medical time. Is getting her knee very taped up during the MTO. She got a medical time, does she? Damn. All right. By the way, to the guy who said that Eala fans were awful to Parks today, okay. 3-2. As with a backhand now from Yuan into the forehand of Swiatek. Yuan forehand goes long and it's 15 love. Didn't you say that Opelka was going to lose? Shut up. 15 love. Who does Thompson play in the second round? Good question. Jordan Thompson takes on Nuno Borges in the second round. So there you go. Tomo has a good chance of getting to the fourth round and playing Medvedev. Do I really look like that? Holy shit. All right, 30 love. Like a madman. How much money will it be required to get Australia? What? Australia what? I don't. You gotta rewrite the question. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, 30 love. As we're backhand from Swiatek at the backhand of Yuan, as Swiatek goes cross court with the forehand, Yuan again to the forehand of Swiatek, and Swiatek overhits it. It's 30-15. Yeah, I can't read, but also that was a typo, right? The journey of this AO is weird. AO is like creating money comics again. Huh? I'm missing something. What is going on? Maybe I can't read. Am I reading that wrong? I must have missed the great careers of Kane, ANZ, Kia, and 1573. Okay, so I can clear that. I know that I can answer that question. John Kane was the man who was mayor or was premier of the state when the tournament got moved to Melbourne Park. So the reason why John Kane is an arena is John Kane is the man responsible for making this precinct happen back in the 80s. Totally deserved a name to be named after him because he was part of the reason why it's here. ANZ is a bank. They paid to be on the building. Kia is a car. They paid to be on the building. 1573 is an alcohol brand, I think. They paid to be named on the stadium. Just like in America or in the UK. You know, I don't know who Emirates is. Who's Emirates? I don't remember them being a football legend of Manchester, but they're on the building. So, like, that's pretty obvious, right? I mean, that's pretty standard. The John Kane one's probably the strange one because people don't know who John Kane is because if you're not from Australia, you won't know. Or not from Melbourne. The other ones are just sponsors. And if they pay to be on the building, then the tennis get more money and the players get paid. We get paid. Or they give it to a 1 point slam winner. Yuan hits a return winner 30-40. I would love Chubb Arena for the laughs. Chubb is the worst brand name. Or the best. All right. So, yeah, hopefully that explains it. 30-40. Serve is a... Oh, it's an ace out wide. Nice serve. Deuce. Yeah, Kia's been working with the Australian Open for like 70 years. 25 years. Another good serve. Advantage Swiatek. Isn't McCain a chip brand? Yeah, but this is just Kane. There's no Mick in front of that name. Serve. Into the backhand of Yuan. Swiatek with a forehand. Yuan goes down the line for a winner. Back to deuce. All right. We get to deuce. All right, serve again. As that goes out in the return from Yuan, it's advantage Swiatek. Kind of wish it stayed Melbourne Arena for the people. Yeah, but I mean, John Cain Arena, once you know the history behind why it's called John Cain Arena, it kind of makes sense too. Like the man is responsible for Melbourne Park. He's the reason why it got moved from Kooyong to Melbourne Park. Otherwise, if it wasn't for him, we'd be still in Kooyong and everybody would be crying. Where's the roof? Advantage Swiatek as we had a backhand rally. Swiatek goes again, the backhand of Yuan as Yuan hits backhand down the line and goes wide. And it's 4-2 Swiatek. I mean, look, it wouldn't be so far crazy to say that if it wasn't for John Cain, we might not have roofs at stadiums for the most part around the world because he started it by, he approved the plans and he was part of the big, Melbourne Park relocation. And that was where the retractable roof came in, with Rod Laver Arena being a retractable roof. And he would have been part of that decision making too. And then now that started the trend of, obviously every other slam getting a roof, If that hadn't happened, would the other stadiums would the other venues have thought about getting a roof 20 years later? So, again, John Cain, you could argue is a pioneer, at least for Australian tennis. Now, I think he passed away. That's why when he passed away, they named the stadium after him. It wasn't like that's why it's been named 100 different things, right? But when he passed away, I think he passed away recently, and then they went, you know what, we're going to honor him by calling the arena John Cain. He passed away in 2019. So, yeah. And it was renamed in 2020 in his honor, so there you go. All right, 30 love. John Cain Arena is also used for concerts and basketball. So is Rod Laver Arena. I've been to concerts at Rod Laver. 30-15. Margaret Court Arena is also used for stuff outside of tennis. So actually deserves it, not just a celebrity name. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's not just like it's just not some random person who bought the name. It makes sense. It makes sense for tennis. Even though he didn't play professionally. 30-0. So there you go. Now you know some history. 30-0. Serve again from Yuan. There's a fault. Novak Djokovic, the best player of all time, is coming up next. AKA GOAT, AKA greatest, AKA Nole. As we get a 4 now from Yuan. That goes long, and it's 30-40. Swiatek to go to 5-2. Do you think the number of each court make a sub-game of playing under a number of conditions? You lost me. No, you're way too far down the rabbit hole. I can't see you. I don't know what you're talking. What? I don't get it. I don't get what you just asked me. I'm sorry. It probably was really smart. All right. 40-30. As the return goes back in the Yuan. Back in now from Swiatek down the line at the front of Yuan. Swiatek forehand again, the front of Yuan. Swiatek with a slice. Goes in the net and we get to deuce. Schneider and coach Bayin are smiling like slam winners. Did Schneider win? Now we get to deuce. Not yet, okay. All right, deuce. As we got a fault from Yuan, second serve. As the return goes out by Swiatek and it's advantage Yuan. All right, advantage Yuan. As the return goes in by Swiatek and we're back to deuce. All right, deuce. As with a fault, second serve. Serve again from Yuan. Hey, Johan, thank you for the 50 Swedish krona. All right, advantage Yuan. To keep within one break. Advantage Yuan. As we default, second serve. Serve in the front of Swiatek. Great return. Slice from Yuan is into the net. We're back to deuce. We are back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. Serve is a fault from Yuan. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Swiatek. Back in our Yuan. Into the back of Swiatek. Yuan forehand of the stretch. Swiatek goes down the line. Yuan's there with a slice. But it's in the net. Advantage Swiatek for the double break. And serving for the match. All right. Yeah, DJ, you might need to update your app. That might be an app issue. If it does that, it might just be flipping out. Okay. As we get a return by Swiatek goes long. And we get the deuce. All right. What do you think about Kia Arena not having a roof? I have no problem with that. Tennis is an outside game. The fact that we have a roof is only for weather only. Kia Arena is great, by the way. I've been to Kia Arena. It is sick. Like, that is a party arena. That's where all the drunk people go, because it's like the cheapest. It's like what Margaret Court used to be before they built a roof and started charging people tickets to go and see in that arena. Like, when they put a roof on, they started charging people, and then they started, getting all fancy and shit. And it wasn't they ruined Margaret Court Arena. Used to be wild arena. When you used to rock up there and people would be shit faced and screaming, and Leighton would play on center court, and then all the Rod Laver people would stumble out drunk with their 4 bottles of wine and come out to Margaret Court and then just scream their face off for Peter Luchak. That's what Margaret Court used to be like. Kia Arena is that now. It's all the drunk people that have come from the beer gardens. They've just watched the Veronicas sing the songs from 20 years ago, and they're like, woo! And then they rock up to Kia Arena, and they're just like, ah! Raducanu! It's exactly what it is. So Kia Arena, don't put a roof on it, because then it'll get snooty and snobby. It needs to be for the people. The Kia Arena is for the people. It's for the people. The drunk people. All right, return goes to forehand of Yuan, and then Swiatek gets a wide advantage. So yeah, I don't mind it doesn't have a roof. It's good. Drunk arena, pretty much, yeah. Advantage. Advantage Yuan. We're going to fault second serve. You seem to know too much about the subject. Yeah, because I was sober and paying attention and noticed all these. I was noticing these things as a sober person, watching these people. Because if I was one of them, I wouldn't remember. Remember? I wouldn't remember. I'd be. Anyways, 4-4 rally. Swiatek hits it wide, and Yuan finally holds 4-3. But yeah. It's a party. Kia Arena is a party. I love it. I think it's a great atmosphere. It's like a cauldron. If you're playing an Aussie in Kia Arena, you are going to get harassed. It's not for the thin-skinned. Do not go to Kia Arena if you are playing an Aussie. And if you're playing an Aussie and you're going to Kia Arena, like Kyrgios, it's Kyrgios Arena. Do I drink? No. I do not drink. Just water. Should beer be allowed in the arena? I don't know. If you don't let beer in the arena, then nobody's going to watch the tennis. Not in Australia, anyway. Andreeva bagels Vekic in the decider. Well, she survived. Okay. Here we go. 4-3 Swiatek, 2 games away. Lehechka should retire. No, he should play out the match, even if he loses, because that would be the noble thing to do. I think he need why would he have to retire? Just let it, if he's going to lose, it's fine. Why Why not just play a few more games? Why not? If he's going to lose, he might as well lose. Lose rather than retire. I mean, there's no need to retire. 15 love. Retiring would be weak. 15 love. Nah, he should definitely play that out. Go down fighting with the ship. Is that what they did? That's what the Titanic did. Go down with the ship and make sure you fight people. Sakura Mirra, we're going to watch it? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's not a bad matchup. Please, can we watch it? Okay. Ask me tomorrow. Are they playing on Wednesday or Thursday? Tomorrow, right? Are they playing on Wednesday, right? All right, 15-0. As that goes out by Yuan, 30-15. All right, 30-15. As we get a fault second serve. $30-15. As we get a corner from Swiatek. Where'd that go? Went out by a mile. 30-0. All right. And Swiatek with a good serve. 40-30. Lehechka breaks back. Let's go. I mean, no. I need to... Wait, hang on. Wait, what do we bet on? I can't remember. What? I don't have any money on that. What happened? All right, 40-30. What are you talking about? Bro, I don't even know. All right. As we're forehand now from Swiatek into the backhand slice of Yuan. Swiatek forehand to the forehand of Yuan. Swiatek forehand again. Down the line, Yuan gets back with a slice. Swiatek forehand again to the backhand of Yuan. And Yuan hits it out. 5-3 Swiatek. 5-3. All right. All right. Can Lehechka play 5? Probably, yeah. I don't know. Probably not if he's injured. Holy screams by Yuan. All right, here we go. Here we go. 5-3 Swiatek. She's one game away from taking the win. All right. Love 15. Are you liking the AI of the website? I'm not watching. What AI? Fuck AI. That's what I have to say to that. Love 15. First they take your jobs, then they'll take your soul. Love 15. Guillermo del Toro said it best. Fuck AI. I'm the first to go, chat. Don't worry. If I disappear, don't believe what they say. It was because the AI took me. The AI was them. It was it. All right. Did you just curse? No. 15:30. I said frick AI. There's a bit of backhand return into the forehand of Yuan. Yuan puts it away. 30-0. Hard agree. Thank you, Nancy. $30. $30. As the return goes in the front of Yuan, Swiatek gets the match point and says Yasha. All right, 30-40. It's been a tough one for Yuan. Oh, sorry, Swiatek against Yuan. But she finally gets the match point. 30-40. 30-40. First serve is a fault, second serve. Second serve. The back of Swiatek. Back in our Yuan. Into the Swiatek backhand. She goes down the line. Yuan gets it back. Swiatek goes down the line with a forehand. Into the back of the Yuan. Swiatek forehand again. Yuan. Backhand goes into the backhand of Swiatek as Yuan goes cross-court with a forehand. Into the Swiatek forehand. And Swiatek tries to direct it down the line, but she missed. Okay. Deuce. Roses are red, violets are blue, everyone's handsome. What happened to you? Deuce. All right, deuce. And Swiatek is a return winner. That was AI. I think that person was AI. Making fun of me. My mum says I'm handsome. My wife, when she gets home from this 3-month milk trip, she thinks I'm okay. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serve. Into the back of Swiatek. Return as a winner. There it is! Swiatek gets it done. That was not easy. That was not easy. All right. Swiatek in 2 hours beats Yuan first round. That was tough. Tougher than expected. Considering last time they played, it was a straight sets win in really quick fashion. All right, you're not married, Cam? Okay. All right. All right, yeah, sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tell my wife that. All right. Not married, that's a good one. Why? Has she told you something? Have you? I mean, I haven't got any letters. I'm still married. All right, Swiatek gets it done. No GG's. Dacia's like not having it. Schneider wins. There you go. Schneider wins. Andreeva wins. Swiatek wins. I mean, some of us won, some people lost. What's your wife's name? Like I'll tell you. She doesn't want to be known to you. For all I know, you're a stalker. And she doesn't need that in her life, all right? Whenever she comes back from this long milk trip, yeah, whatever. Isn't it rare to see a full stadium for the first round, even first round? No, it's not rare. Not a night session. It's holidays in Australia. So we have it's holidays in Australia, so everyone's not. Some people are at work, but most people are on holidays. Like school holidays are still happening, so that's why there's a lot of people there. 4 Polish women into the second round. Nice. Big 4 Barbara is gone. She put up a good fight. All right, chat. Let's watch some Nole. He's coming up now. Novak Djokovic. He's going to be taking on Pedro Martinez, who played very safe in the 1-point slam. If you watched that the other week, you'll know what I'm talking about. But jump over there, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back in about 5 minutes to watch Nole, the great one. But Swiatek wins in 2 hours, almost 2 hours. And at 7-6, 6-3, she gets it done and will take on Buzkova in the next round. That's not going to be easy. Buzkova is also a challenge. But Swiatek wins, gets it through 2 hours, and now we're watching Novak.